Hey guys, last week's mission briefing, I talked to you about being unpromotable in the military and how God wants to promote us. God has assignments for us. God has missions for every single one of us men. But sometimes we keep ourselves from the opportunity of getting that assignment. We make ourselves unpromotable with the junk we keep in our lives, with the unrepented sin. And when we get rid of that, God is ready to promote us to a new assignment, to a new mission, a new challenge that He has prepared for us in advance. Go back and listen to that one if you missed it, because today builds on that. I want to tell you about one way that God might have to promote you. Now, I don't claim to know God's plan for your life and God's design for you specifically, but I'm going to tell you one thing that I see happening, an opportunity for a lot of men. Very simple. You don't need an advanced degree. You don't need to go to seminary. You don't need to move to the jungles of Africa to serve God and to be on a mission for Him. Men's Alliance has just in the first couple weeks of this year, we've launched new tribes in Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, North Carolina, South Dakota. We're about to launch in South Carolina and Alabama, which we haven't been in those states yet, and we're busting down the doors there. And we're about to launch in Australia as well. Here's what's happening, guys. The recipe is so simple. An outdoor, rugged workout and a 30-minute devotion around a fire. The recipe is simple, but what makes us powerful and unique is our discipleship training, right? We talk a lot about barbarian ambassadors, men who go against the culture and men who can represent Christ. That's a barbarian ambassador. And we are training men through our experiences. The first one is called Start the Fire. And the second one, the real heavy hitter where the rubber meets the road, is called Carry the Fire. Carry the Fire is the most important thing that Men's Alliance does. Carry the Fire is the most important thing that Men's Alliance does. That is where we are training men unlike any other organization in the world is doing. We are not a classroom environment, and we are not an online course. It is one-on-one training that changes men's lives. Last year, back in November, we ran our very first Start the Fire, and we didn't know how it was about to go. And it blew everybody's mind. Go back and listen to that mission briefing on breaking the mold to hear more about it. We took 20 men last year back in November, and it radically changed each of those men's lives. Many of them are now tribe leaders that started Men's Alliance in their hometowns. Coming up in April 19th and 20th, near Richmond, Virginia, no matter where you are, you fly into Richmond, April 19th and 20th. This is an opportunity that God might have to promote you to doing more of His work in His kingdom. If you can come to Start the Fire, and let me tell you a little bit about it. So Start the Fire is created specifically for men who listen to our podcast, who find our website, and they want more. What I'm saying resonates with them, but they don't live near a tribe. We have a brand new website, by the way. Go check it out, men'salliancetribe.com. You can see where all the tribes are near around your zip code. But if there is not one in your area, then Start the Fire is for you. Now, here's what you're going to get at Start the Fire. You are going to get absolutely unforgettable, absolutely life-changing leadership experience and discipleship experience. You are going to grow physically, spiritually, and relationally. and you are going to go back home more fired up and trained and equipped than you ever thought possible or than ever could be achieved from going to a conference. We will not be indoors. We will not use PowerPoint. You are going to get totally immersed in a weekend experience of Men's Alliance, flipping tires, swinging sledgehammers with us. Not only are we going to be leading you in some of the most fun and unforgettable workouts you've ever done, pushed farther than you've ever pushed yourself, but you are actually going to get an opportunity to lead us as well, because we are building leaders. So you don't come as a spectator at Men's Alliance and sit in the back pew and then slip out early and buy the book in the lobby. That's not what we're doing. At Start the Fire, April 19th and 20th, here in Richmond, Virginia, you're going to be given opportunities to lead us in workouts and devotions. You're going to be given some amazing constructive feedback, critiques on how to improve the little things that take a guy from being an already good leader to a great leader. We're going to send you back equipped to lead yourself first, lead your family, and then lead your community. That looks for a lot of men like starting a Men's Alliance tribe, although you certainly don't have to. We've got guys that just come and their goal is to lead their family in prayer. Guys have come who that's their goal, and they achieve that goal. And they write back to us and they say, I just led my wife in prayer for the first time ever. She's blown away and amazed. Whatever you guys did at Start the Fire worked. That's what we're doing. That's why I'm so passionate about it. It's because of how powerful it is. Listen, it cost $250, which is an absolute bargain. Like, we're not really making any money. I don't think. We probably lost a little bit off of it. We're the facility that we're renting, the equipment we're buying, the food, everything that we're doing. We just got guys pouring into it as volunteering their time. And that $250 is just to kind of cover the cost. I say that because I want you to understand, I'm not promoting Start the Fire because it makes me any money. I'm promoting Start the Fire because it's going to change your life. And that's my goal. This is my life. This is my mission, is to bring men closer to God, bring men and their families to God. And this is how we are discipling and training men. That's why we're so passionate about it. So guys, if you're listening to this, it doesn't matter where you live. You can live here in Virginia and come to Start the Fire. You can live in California and come to Start the Fire. We've had guys at our last Start the Fire class from both. We had guys from South Dakota, Wisconsin, Tennessee, Florida. Guys drove up from Florida here to Richmond. Lots of states. You will not be disappointed. I guarantee you that. You get yourself here for Start the Fire. We will take it from there, and God will take it from there. And God could be trying to promote you right now to leading a tribe in your area. Again, I'm not claiming to know God's plan for you, but I've just seen today as I speak, we're at 78 tribes. That's every week. There are 78 fires being built around this country every week, where men are gathering around those fires to hear real world devotions, to share their real struggles, to be real, right? That's part of our motto. They're coming out of isolation. They're sharpening one another physically, spiritually, relationally. And then they're growing as men, as Christians, as leaders, and they're taking all that home, and they're taking all that to their local church. Men step up and volunteer more in their church after Men's Alliance. We have an amazing catalytic effect on local churches. We're like a fuel additive for a local church when they start a tribe. That's why we're passionate about it. So I literally wanted to take one full mission brief here, about 10 to 12 minutes, and just unpack for you guys what we're doing, why we're doing it, and why you need to get to Start the Fire. If you're listening to this podcast and you're just considering it, I want to encourage you, absolutely go for it. And then what we hope you will do is we hope you will love it and be so transformed by it that you'll come back for Carry the Fire next. So you got to go to Start the Fire, then you got to go to Carry the Fire. That's what my hope is for you. That's what my goal is for you guys, because I want to see thousands of men around this country and in other countries getting promoted by God, promoted to positions of influence, promoted to positions of having impact on lives. It's time we close our laptops, get off the sidelines, stop medicating our pains away. Take your pain, take your struggles, and go share it with men around the fire and let them help you carry that load. You don't need to carry it yourself. You don't need to mask it or cover it up with alcohol or pills or gambling or pornography or work. We want to see you be the best you that you can be the man that God designed you to be. We want to see you get off the sideline, get into community, join a tribe, lead your family spiritually, and all that could begin for you at Start the Fire, April 19th and 20th. Literally turning the corner from the man you are now to the man that you know you could be might just be an event in April in Richmond, Virginia, to help you turn that corner in your life, help you. You know what? I've heard Goose's story. I know that he had junk in his past, and he tore down that fence and he went all in on God, and God's using him and changing his life. And that could be me. And I want that too. And I too don't want to let my past failures define me, right? If this message resonates with you, I want to encourage you. Go to our website and register for Start the Fire. You might look back 5 years from now on this day and say, that's the day that everything changed. That's the day I decided to stop just listening and start acting, to make myself promotable, to go all in. See where this goes for you guys. Let me challenge you. See what happens when you do this. You really have nothing to lose, and you have everything in eternity to gain. Guys, I hope you will come to Start the Fire. I hope to see you there.